My name is Dale Mixon, and this is my informative speech. My audience. Alright, here we go. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Everybody knows these famous words said by Neil Armstrong, the first man to set foot on the moon in 1969. Since then, advancements in space technology with NASA has advanced tremendously. We've seen these advancements with the Voyager missions that were launched in the 1970s. These missions were conducted to allow NASA to study other planets in our solar system, such as Saturn and Uranus. With these Voyager missions, though, comes with another question about extraterrestrial life out in the universe, which is a question that is set to be answered out by an organization called the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, otherwise known as SETI. That's background, so let's go ahead and go into the process of what these are. So the Voyager missions. These are two satellites that were built and commissioned by NASA in the 1970s and were launched from the Kennedy Space Center to study planets inside our solar system and potentially interstellar travel. Now, Voyager 1, one of the satellites, was set to do studies and do flyby observations of one of Saturn's moons, Titan, and to study the back half of Saturn's ring. Now, Voyager 2 was launched a few weeks before Voyager 1, and its task was to do a flyby study of Saturn as a whole, and when it was done with Saturn, it would then use the propulsion of Saturn's gravity orbit to launch itself to do a flyby study of Uranus. According to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Voyager 1 and 2 are identical satellites. In other words, they're the same satellites. They have the same equipment, same construction, same task. It wasn't until 2012, though, that Voyager 1 was the first man-made satellite to enter interstellar travel, going outside our solar system. Now let's go ahead and move on to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. According to SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence is what it stands for, the question and the project was launched by a man named Frank Drake. According to Sky and Telescope, Frank Drake wanted to answer the questions of whether or not extraterrestrial intelligence exists in the universe. He planned to solve this question with the use of radio wave technology. He wanted to send out radio waves out into space just to see if he could get a response or some type of anomaly. While he didn't find anything initially, the project, which was called Project Ozma, was then transformed and it basically evolved into the organization we know today, known as the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, or SETI. Now, what types of benefits would the Voyager missions and the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence have to society? Well, for the Voyager missions, it answers the questions of what exactly is out there in the universe. It would also benefit because a lot of people consider space to be the final frontier, much like how the West was back in the 1800s as the new frontier. It's humanity's next step of exploration and possibly colonization of planets not only in our galaxy, but potentially other galaxies outside the Milky Way. Now, for the search of extraterrestrial intelligence, the answer is simple. Are we truly alone in the universe? Now, a lot of people say no, that we're not, because since the Roswell crash of 1947, it sparked this wave of curiosity about extraterrestrial life. And another reason for people wanting to know this is if these life forms, if they are out there, if they pose a threat, or if they're friendly. And if they're friendly, could we potentially gain knowledge from these species and potentially gain technological advancements or more knowledge about medicines or anything that humanity still doesn't know the answers to? With all that being said, I leave you with a question. What is out there for humanity to find in space? Thank you.